Hey, how you doing? It's Tom Pinoy here with Pinoy News. Right, I'm sitting here and I got a baby girl laying in my motherfucking lap, just looking so cute. Right, she happy as a clam, so I ain't gonna complain. But today I came across some information on a YouTube video, and I decided to do some more research into it. And some oddball stuff, some oddball stuff. So, without further ado, let me give you how the how the Romans how the Romans may have contacted the Americas in the second fucking century. Now, they found two ships and a shit ton of Roman swords and whistles and other stuff of this nature. Roman gravestones, Roman mounds, a whole bunch of stuff up in Canada on Oak Island, where they think all that crazy stuff is up inside of that well or whatever it is that show on the History Channel. Yeah, but also on top of that, back in the 1930s, they found this little Roman bust in Mexico. Add to that, there are two shipwrecks, one of which has a shit ton of Roman fucking coins from the first century AD, from Julius Caesar's reign, all off the coast of Nicaragua and Brazil and Colombia. Now, of course, they're going to say, well, it was Asians. They went to Asia and then went across the Pacific over to North America. I don't think so. I think that the Romans actually came down through the Americas. Now, I should say I am Roman. All right, like I'm legit. See the nose? See the nose? You see the fucking nose? Yo, I'm Roman. Okay, my family is from Calabria. All right, my family history going back to like the fucking 12th century. Okay, like I'm it's all traced back, all wrote down, the whole nine, my whole family history. And I know we were Brazilian traders back in the day, back in like the 14, 1500s. No, 16, 1700s. 16, 1700s. We're chestnut traders. But this here is something else completely. This is kind of amazing, right? They had North African plants that they found down in Rio de Janeiro in the 1980s. They found the way they built stuff down in the Yucatan. There's all types of stuff. And then on top of that, they found Roman cuneiform a mile from my house in the Susquehanna River. A man from Mechanicsburg back in the 1940s found Roman cuneiform in the Susquehanna River, and he collected up all these rocks, stored them in his barn. His son found them, and then, like, I don't know, the guy apparently was not really good at cataloging stuff. He didn't take pictures of where he found it from or any of this stuff. So I'm gonna show you that article as well, right? Oh, that's not it. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Bookmarks. Come on, bookmarks. There we go. Okay, here we go. This might be it. Might not be it. I'm not absolutely sure which one's which. Yeah, and then on top of that, you have the Carthaginians from North Africa were already here in the United States. So what I'm saying is, if the Romans were in the North Americas, that would explain why a lot of the North Americans look pretty Roman, you know, and why. I mean, even back in the day, they looked pretty Roman. They had the hook noses, they did not look like Alaskans. There's a huge difference between an Alaskan and a North American Indian, and then not so much of a difference between the Alaskans and the South American Native Americans. So, that would explain a lot of that. And if they were trading with the South Americans, that would explain the Olmecs and the Olmecs rulers why they all kind of looked white and what the situation was. They've been wondering about that for a while. And apparently they've had the information, but they refused to fucking release it. And add to that, there's two shipwrecks that they are re fucking fusing to investigate from the Romans in South America, in the Pacific and the Atlantic Ocean, and in the Gulf of Mexico that they don't want to have a conversation about because it'll change the entire way we think about things. And the fact that they didn't come over here and enslave people, they didn't come over here and fuck shit up, they didn't come over here and do any types of bad stuff. So, that would change the whole dynamic of what the situation was if we were trading with them the whole way back in the second century AD. But this is Pinoid News, man. I wanted to drop this on y'all real quick. Show love, man. Like, share, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? And, get ready for Monday. Peace for like one.